We're back again,
Yes,
reviewing another movie I haven't seen yet, but this one actually I really want to see.
you should.
I want to see this in the theater because I think this type of movie needs to be seen in
You
the theater.
need to see this one in the theater.
And we're talking about Pacific Rim.
Yes, and boy, did this harken back to my childhood.
Oh yeah, monster movies.
Robots.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it had everything with my childhood in this, and I loved it.
Ron Perlman.
Yeah, you know, he was in it, yeah, for, you know, albeit a little bit. You know?
Charlie Hunnam from Sons of Anarchy plays the main character of this movie.
Yes, he does.
However, I hear there's a strong female lead that's kind of getting left out of the commercials, which would be a good marketing ploy to get girlfriends to go to a movie with the guy.
Yeah, you know, I still don't even think that would even get the girls to go to this one, you know, especially if they know what it's about.
Come on, we go see enough movies that the girls want to see. They need to go see one with us.
You're going to need to trick them.
You're going to be like, Charlie Hunnam's in this. He doesn't have his shirt on.
Yeah, well, maybe that might work for him. I don't know.
All right, so tell me what the basic story of this is.
Well, the basic story of this is in the future, all of a sudden this fissure, you know, this huge hole in the ocean opens up, and out springs these huge sea monsters and starts destroying everything. Well, humankind have tried everything that they possibly can to destroy them, and with no luck. So then they come up with these this idea that they're going to build these gigantic humanly run robots.
Aren't they called like Jaegers?
Jaegers, yes. And so they come up with this idea, and then they start winning. But then after a while, then the sea monsters start getting a little smartened up to what they're up against here, and then starts to even out a little bit, and that's where our story picks up.
Okay. It takes two people to pilot one of the Jaegers.
It does, and they kind of use this mind meld thing to get on the same wavelength and whatnot. So yeah, that's kind of interesting.
Because like one of the little clips I've seen is Charlie Hunnam picking his partner essentially.
Yep, pretty much. And he started out with his brother and whatnot. That didn't work out very good. He ended up, you know, I'm not going to give away. But anyway, started out with his brother. He had to find another partner for whatever reasons and whatnot, and in came the woman.
And this movie has a comedy character, Charlie Day.
Yes, yeah.
He's essentially playing Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, I hear.
Yeah, pretty much.
But that's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
Why shouldn't he stick with what he knows?
Yeah, exactly. You know, don't fix what ain't broke. But you know, I mean, this movie did have its fair amount of characterization in it. You know, I did care about the characters, but it didn't go overboard, you know, or whatnot. It didn't take away from the battles that the sea monsters and the robots were having and stuff like that. It made you care that they were actually going out there trying to save the world.
I heard that a lot of this movie doesn't take place in America, though.
No, a lot of it happens in Hong Kong, and
So you get the old Godzilla attacking the Chinese.
Yeah, it was quite interesting. Ron Perlman's character is based in Hong Kong, and he essentially is a trade seller of parts of these sea monsters that come up. That's kind of a cool idea. I like that. So. But, yeah, I mean, all in all, this was a really fun movie. There was a couple of aspects, though, that I did not care about.
Such as?
One is that everything, if you don't see this in the theater, or if you wait for it on DVD, you got to see it in a darkened room, because every battle scene is at night in the ocean, pretty much.
Oh, nice.
There's a few of them on land, don't get me wrong, but it's not exactly the most well-lit movie in the world, so you got to see it dark.
The director really likes dark movies.
Guillermo del Toro, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess one thing that I wanted out of this movie is that at least one battle scene in the daylight would have probably helped, you know, I think, you know, so that you could see the monsters a little bit more clear. It almost seemed to me that they were trying to hide something, you know, some sort of flaw with the monsters, because they were always in the dark and whatnot. But
how did the CGI look in this movie?
The CGI looked good. You know, it was just one of those things that, you know, you don't know how good because it was so dark. You know, had it been like in daylight, you know, maybe you could have saw a flaw. But, you know, maybe it was a good idea for them to do this.
Like, at least in Cloverfield, the end of the movie takes place during the day, so you finally get to see the monster.
Right, and there was a few monsters in there that actually kind of did look like Cloverfield now that you bring it up. But, yeah, I mean, you know, what you got to do in this movie, and with any other sci-fi movie or any kind of robot movie, you got to suspend your disbelief, because you're gonna say, "Oh yeah, that ain't gonna happen." No, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't. But you know what? It's a fun movie. One of the best movies that I've seen this summer, and probably that I will see this summer.
What would you compare this movie to?
I would say Transformers meets Godzilla and Cloverfield.
Okay.
Yeah, I would probably put it in that. I mean, obviously humans don't control the Transformers, but the Transformers, being big robots, throw them in there.
Right.
So yeah, it was a fun movie. The other thing that Transformers had that this one doesn't is that Transformers had Michael Bay. Thank God he wasn't a part of this, otherwise he would have ruined it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Ninja Turtles. I'm a little weary about that.
Yes. But this was a fun movie. Highly recommended for everybody to go out there to see. Trick your girlfriend one Friday night. She might actually enjoy it, whether she knows or whether she doesn't know.
Tell her you're going out to get Jaeger bombs.
There you go. And there you go. Use that.
Yeah. So final grade for this movie?
I give this one a solid B+. I can't give it that A rating because I wanted to. Don't get me wrong, but it just didn't have that.
If some more lighting would have been in there, it might
lighting
have
probably would have helped. It was too dark at times, but solid B+. It was fun. It was action packed, and it was a good movie. Very good movie. Enjoyable.
All right. Thanks for sticking around. See you next time on After the Credits Show.